Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. I was about to say intensive treatment. Fuck me. Back to another ITTV, your number one spot for all your Arkham news, and it's been a bit since we've done one of these. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so, yes.
The last time we did one was for the gameplay breakdown of Arkham Shadow, our discussion, which geez, that was back in August, almost early September, I want to say. So we've been gone a while, but we're back, and we're doing something a little different because usually we just talk about one news piece at a time because most of the time we're right on top of these sort of things. And since we've missed some stuff, we're gonna just compile a bunch of stuff and kind of talk about it. So we got 4 things to discuss. One of them related to Suicide Squad, 2 of them related to Arkham Shadow, and 1 related to the rumored ROCKSTEADY project. So, what do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about some of the news for the rumored ROCKSTEADY project, because I think that's something that's been on everybody's minds for a little while now.
So the rumor is, drum roll. It's another Batman game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Because there's 2 sides, and I think one side is more popular at the moment, and I think the more popular side is that people want this, but they want an Arkham game. And they don't just want a Batman game, they want an Arkham game.
Yeah.
And then the other side, which is more of a minority, is just that, no, we don't want it, or we want it, but we don't want it to be Arkham.
Here's the thing.
You sound like you were going to go into a Joker speech. Here's the thing.
Truckload of soldiers would be blown away. Kitty panics. No, no. Okay. So my stance on this is that although I wish they could have worked on anything else, this has potential. And I feel like this could be a sort of redemption for ROCKSTEADY. I know it's mostly WB's fault. Can we agree on that?
It's almost all WB's fault except for a couple things, but yeah, mainly it's WB.
For the most part, I'd say WB is the reason why Suicide Squad is the way it is. But I think for the public and for the company, this could be a really good way of redeeming themselves in a way. And I think them doing another Batman game, specifically an Arkham game, because they've done 3 of these at this point. It might be, it's not all the same people, but they are, whatever new people are here are pretty much grounded in this stuff already. And who knows, might have already been working on, some prior projects in the past, like the Damian Wayne game. So I feel like this has some potential. We'll just have to see, if this actually sticks or not.
Yeah, I really don't know. Whether it's going to stick or not, if we're being objective here, I think it might, just because of ROCKSTEADY's track record. I think that WB saw Suicide Squad as like a terrible death, and they're like, okay, we're gonna mourn you for a little bit, but we're gonna give you one shot. And if you got one shot, would you take it? Arms weak, or whatever Eminem says. Alter's gonna kill me because I messed up the lyrics. Mom's spaghetti. Arkham on his sweater already. But I really think that WB's giving them one last shot to kind of redeem themselves, sort of. But also, it really isn't completely about that. It's really about they know that ROCKSTEADY can make money for them because they have a track record with Batman and doing really good numbers with Batman games.
That's true, yeah.
So I think, objectively speaking, I think it's probably going to stick more than it won't. We'll see, obviously, in the future. I think if we know anything, it'll be towards the end of next year, and we won't really know anything relatively soon anyway. Personally, that's what I think. But I think it'll stick. What about you? What do you think?
Doubt. for them doing Batman specifically because I mean they basically laid the groundwork already. So I feel
Yeah.
like they'll know enough to be like, yeah, we can probably make a Batman game and not fuck this up. And it's probably it'll probably take less time too because they already have all that groundwork set up for them. So um, I mean,
Yeah.
combat and stealth will basically be a non-issue. They'll probably have that shit already
Yeah.
done. So,
For
um,
sure.
they might add a couple of additions, but for the most part, I feel like this is going to come fast, and it'll
Mhm.
basically be Arkham Redemption. That's what the title I'm calling it right now. Arkham Redemption.
Well,
So
or Arkham Revelation. It's ending this chapter because it could just be absolute dog water. I doubt it will be because I don't think they'll let that happen. Um,
Arkham Brotherhood. Just
Arkham
go through
Brotherhood.
just go through all the Assassin's Creed subtitles.
Oh God. Developed by Rocksteady featuring Ubisoft.
A joint partnership.
Oh God,
That sounds like a
I
horrible
died before
idea.
that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I would want to see this if this is the direction they're going. I'm here for it. Obviously, it's Rocksteady and Batman, and those two names synonymously go well together. Well, 2 out of the 4 times they did.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 out of the 3 times. I'm sorry, but yeah. So that's my take on the whole thing. But I'm excited to see the future. Regardless, I want to see what Rocksteady's working on. If it's not Batman, that'll also be really cool.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, if it's not Batman, it's just like what else could it possibly be? If it's another superhero or maybe just a different project altogether that has
Mm,
nothing to do with uh, DC Comics in a way, which I don't think that's the case at all. But
me
um,
neither.
it's
Suicide
funny.
Squad 2.
Eat me. No, never in a million years.
No.
Um, but yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens down. There's also a rumor going about it that this might be a PlayStation exclusive, or at least they're trying to get PlayStation exclusive content. Which, please God, no.
Yeah. No, that would be really horrible.
We say that as we both have PS5s, and we're both
Yeah.
just like, no, 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 don't do it. But yeah,
Guys, like I don't think things like that should be exclusive, especially something like Batman. Like I don't understand. I see it as losing money, especially here's what people aren't realizing. Today's economy is so bad, especially like I don't know how Canada is, but in the United States it's really 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 bad right now. And like no one is going to buy a PlayStation just for a Batman game. I'm
no.
sorry. Not at least not that big of a multitude of people because you can't. I mean, it's
No.
easier now than it was, but they're so expensive half the time.
Hmm.
So I mean, personally, I wouldn't. Let's say they're releasing it on like I don't know the PlayStation 5 Pro 7 or whatever the hell they're going to be on by that point. I'm not going to buy it because
Hmm.
I don't know financially where I'm going to be at that point, and also, is it worth it? Probably not. Like, get a whole new console. It's the same issue that we've been talking about with Arkham Shadow. Now they did do something smart, which is they released like a downgraded version that has less space, which is fine, but it's less money, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it's fair to people that are partial to one console. Like if people really love Xbox, then these companies shouldn't be like, oh, okay, well, I guess they don't want our game, so screw them. We're going to cater to our people. It's like, no, you want everybody to have fun and to enjoy your product.
Hmm.
So that's what I think. I just think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. It always is having if it's for a third party, sort of deal. Like if you're making a AAA game for like a licensed product, then having just content specifically catered to one console is it's not going to do you any numbers. And we've seen that prior with the other Arkham games. So you
Yeah.
had Joker as a PlayStation PlayStation 3 exclusive, but most of the people I knew who played Arkham Asylum didn't play it on a PlayStation 3. They played it on an Xbox. And
Yeah.
so it's just way too much hassle at this point. Um so I guess you kind of brought it up. So should we talk about the MetaQuest situation going on?
Sure.
Okay, so MetaQuest have just announced they're releasing a 3S console, so a slim version for way cheaper,
Right.
and it has Arkham Shadow. It will be bundled with Arkham Shadow, so you won't need to pay an extra however many dollars to get it. You can just pre-order. You can pre-order your 3S now, and you can have Arkham Shadow downloaded right onto the console. Which is probably a smart thing to do.
I agree. But then again, don't we always agree? Isn't this fun?
Yay, except for Joker 2. But anyway.
Go watch the Joker 2 video. It is out right now.
Yeah. So the thing about this is like I said, it's way cheaper. I checked it the other day, or like right after it got announced. In Canada, it is $4.99. And no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It's like $400, $500, something like that. It's just like, no.
That's insane. I'm sorry.
It's cheaper, but no.
Not cheap enough. I don't. You're literally buying a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
You're buying a PS5. Like, just get a PlayStation 5 at that point, everybody. Like, I'm sorry. And I swear to God, if we get like all these like shills for VR in the comments, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Oh God, we got so much hate on our last ITTV. It was crazy. It was hilarious, but it was
Guys,
crazy.
it is a fact that VR will never do numbers like consoles will. Because you can only do one thing on VR.
That's true.
Play in VR. And it's so limited to the movement that you can have. So, no, it will never sell like that. But, I mean, yeah, this is interesting news. I was actually surprised. Not that maybe it's because I would have never thought to make a basically slim version of a VR, but maybe that's because I'm stupid, according to the VR people.
So I just double checked just to be sure, and the 128 gigabyte model is $400, and the 256 gigabyte model is $549. So just buy a PlayStation 5 or Xbox at this point.
Yeah.
Like we said. I'm waiting for that like Black Friday deal to come around. Because I do want to play this. I really do want to play this, but it's just way too much, man. It's crazy to me that people are going out of their way for a VR headset for this game, which they'll probably never play again. We know Alter's buying one, and I can rest assured that he's probably gonna play Arkham Shadow and then immediately put it down and play something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Alter for you.
That is Alter.
ADHD sounding. Goofy no.
Goofy looking bitch. No, I'm kidding.
The racist country has spoken.
So the other thing about Arkham Shadow, which I wanted to talk about, they're doing challenge maps in the game. I don't know if you saw this. Probably not.
I did not see this. This is news to me, so I'm curious.
They are indeed doing challenge maps, and this is something that I never thought of being in this game whatsoever. But I'm glad that the developers are sticking to Arkham traditions in a sense, because Arkham VR in 2016 they didn't have challenge maps. I mean, there was no combat system whatsoever, so you couldn't really have them. But but this, because they have a fully functioning combat system and stealth too, they're just like, hey, we're just gonna put these challenge maps in here, and I'm glad. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
So, the next thing I want to know, besides when exactly this takes place after Origins, when are we gonna get some cosmetics if there are going to be skins in the game. There probably will be.
I think there will be too.
I'm just wondering what is going to be in there. What would you like to see for skins?
That's a good question. Well, I want to see the Arkham Origins suit, even though I hate it. It's dull. It would still be nice to see it, just because it was in Roger Craig Smith's first game.
True.
I'd love to see the Long Halloween come back. But I would like to see it even more decked out, like comic booky. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
You
think
want like a blue and gray variant of the origin suit?
Or the long hell. I just want the long Halloween suit, but it would be cool to have it like cell shaded or something.
Yeah. I want the fakes. I want the Tim Sale face.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
Exactly what I want to. God, I'm trying to think of suits I would love 0 Year. That would be a lot of fun.
0 Year, yeah.
The Jim Lee suit would be great.
Year 1, maybe? That would come back.
I think that would be cool in first person, and I think they could make it look a lot cooler in that game than it ever did in City.
Yeah. That's true.
We could definitely have the Pattinson suit, I think.
Pattinson, yeah.
Now that actually makes sense that
Batman Begins would be another really cool one.
Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe like the Justice League suit, like the tactical suit.
Yeah. Would you be down for I mean, we're both we're respecting canon and whatnot. Would you be fine with them doing like the Arkham Asylum suit or the Arkham City suit or Arkham Knight, Justice, like Suicide Squad, like just having those kind of outfits in there?
Yes, I would. Yeah, definitely.
I would especially love to see or be able to use the Suicide Squad bat suit.
Yeah, because it's goated, everyone. That game really may not be goated, but the suit's great.
Those gauntlet spikes are garbage, but the rest of it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just want to say one more bat suit that like I just want to say something cool.
Okay.
Oh, Kelly, the artist. What the heck is his first name? You know what I'm talking about? The really long ears, and he looks very like vampire-esque.
Oh, Joe Kelly?
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of my favorite Batman looks ever.
Cool to get in a video game.
Wait, no, it's not his Batman.
No.
No, different. I typed up Kelly Batman. It just put Carrie Kelly. What the frick? But regardless, that bat suit, I believe it's early 90s or late 80s or somewhere around there.
Yeah, the shoulder spikes and the very long. I would love to see that. I'd probably more love to see that in a traditional Arkham game though, because in first person,
that's true.
You probably wouldn't get to see anything.
That's very true. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, why? What am I even talking about? Kelly Jones. That's who it is.
Oh, okay.
Goated ass shit.
Can look a picture of this just to. Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be great to see. I wonder if has anybody modded this in Arkham Knight yet? Probably not.
What, the Kelly Jones suit?
Kelly Jones one.
I feel like I've seen something. I thought I did see a Kelly Jones suit, but I don't know that it was called Kelly Jones.
It might have been like what was it, Blood Rain, or where's the one he turns into a vampire? It might have been that one.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Yeah. So for our last piece of news, because I feel like we don't have much else to say on the Arkham Shadow stuff, which is cool, but so Suicide Squad, our favorite game to talk about of all time. They formally shown off their next playable character, which is, I need to look up the page real quick because I forget the name of it. Why the fuck am I forgetting the name? Lawless, which is Deadshot's daughter, and I guess it's from an alternate universe or something. It's confusing.
Yeah, that's
Let me
just
see.
stupid.
So the first episode of this has already been released on October 1st. No idea when the second episode is coming out. And just going by the roadmap, uh, it's got all the standard stuff, guns we don't give a shit about, cosmetics which look ugly as fuck,
Yep.
boss fights against Brainiac versions of Green Lantern, Superman, that sort of deal.
Yeah.
They do rescue Green Lantern in this one. I did watch a couple cutscenes and whatnot. So Green Lantern is safe and secure, but I'm just waiting for this to end at this
I know,
point.
like it needs to be over because it's a laughing stock, and it's gonna be nice when it's just a laughing stock of the past and not the present.
We still have one more season to go, and it's probably going to
Yep.
be a few months.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm assuming by the time the new year comes around, it'll be probably close to wrapped up.
I wonder
Somewhere
if
around there.
it'll be like it'll start in January, maybe fit like it'll end by the time they
And
get
when
to
it
their
released,
1 year mark.
the
Yeah.
yeah, that probably actually is what's gonna happen. Makes the most sense.
Now, will we see a playable Justice League? Probably not, but
Probably not, but if we do, then it'll give me a reason to re-download it just to see how they play.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't kept up with anything with Suicide Squad just because at this point in time, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
It's a shame too because I thought that before the game came out and the disaster was unleashed upon the world, um, that we'd still be talking about this game and that it'd be active and there'd be a lot of players. And dude, it's just dead.
It is in its own grave, like just
Yeah.
churning over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's a shame too, because I mean, we weren't. I mean, we didn't really care about the idea of them doing a Suicide Squad game in the Arkhamverse. We were like, that's kind of weird. And but we were like, well, it could potentially be fun if the gameplay was, which I mean, I like the gameplay. Just shooting around, flying around, whatever. Traversal was not bad, and story sucked, but at least I had fun shooting things for the time that I did. But now it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't even, when I think about Suicide Squad, it's just like, I don't even want it near me at all. I just want you, just get away. Just get away. Get out of here. Die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's basically it on our coverage for ITTV.
I mean,
Because we got,
honestly, it's a lot more news than I thought we would have in the last couple weeks. Yeah.
yeah. And this is like old stuff too, most like this is stuff that kind of
Yeah.
came out like right after we took our extended vacation in a
Yeah.
sense. Because it's just like we both became busy and then it just like one after another, it was like new
Worst
Batman game,
timing.
MetaQuest S, um, challenge maps, all this other shit. And it's just like, okay, all right. And give me the fucking memo, why don't you? But it's just it is what it is. So
Yeah.
but that is going to be the end of our ITTV video. What do you think about all the news that is circulated for the past few weeks? Let us know in the comments down below. We'll make another video whenever the next piece of news comes out. It would probably be Suicide Squad related, but that's just my speculation at this point. But okay, watch our other podcast episodes. Like we said, go watch the Joker episode, which is probably out now. Stay tuned for our live streams, and then also be sure to we just by the time this comes out, we just finished up our penitentiary playthrough of
Yes, we
Arkham
did.
Asylum, so be sure to watch that and everything we got going on.
Did you
So
say the Joker 2 video? You probably
yes,
did.
I
Yeah,
did.
you did. I'm literally tweaking hard. I'm sorry. It's the fentanyl. It's the fent, guys. It's the Gotham. It's the bliss. Oh wait, you haven't seen Penguin yet, but it's the bliss.
Yeah. But yeah, have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching and stay locked up, my friends.